Hello, gentlemen and ladies. Today we are talking about setting boundaries when you want to have girlfriends instead of dating after 50. The number one thing in setting your boundaries is to be clear about your intention. Only 7% of our communication is through words. The rest is expressions. It's the way we feel. It's the way we emanate our energy out to others. So even though you may think that you have a clear intention, I would invite you to reconsider and look again and make sure if it truly is a real intention of yours just to be friends. Journaling can help with this because you're writing down what you really, really, really want. I want a friend to go to the zoo with me. I want a friend to sit on the couch and read with me. I want a friend to watch football games every weekend. Your intention is very specific and really the clearest picture of what you can get in your mind of what you actually want in these relationships. Maybe you just want somebody to check on you like my neighbor checks on me and looks in my driveway to see if my car has been repositioned in 2 or 3 days. If it hasn't, he's coming down and knocking on my door. Otherwise, we have a conversation when we meet on the street, or we have a conversation over the phone once a week, or maybe once every 10 days, 2 weeks sometimes, but we just stay in contact that way. We're both single. We both know that there's no family checking on us on a regular basis, so that's what we've decided to make our relationship. So it can go anywhere from there to the very edge of romantic love, but you want to be clear what you're looking for so that when somebody comes up against one of your boundaries, you recognize it and you start to think about how you're going to handle it and move to the next step. So, number 1, be clear about your intentions. Number 2, be very clear, firm, and calm about communicating your boundaries. Now, you don't have to come into the room and say, hey, I'm looking for a girlfriend, no dating for me. I just want somebody to have dinner with on Thursday nights. You want to live your life with your intention in place, intact. And then from your intention, you set your boundaries. And your boundaries don't have to be communicated to anyone unless somebody comes up against one. And then firmly and calmly remind them, hey, I don't feel comfortable taking that next step. Another way to respond if somebody invites you out to somewhere that might be a little romantic or a one-on-one situation, you could say, oh, I don't know if we're ready for that step. I don't know if I'm ready for that step. I have a lot of male friends. One of them, we went out to an event together. I invited him as a friend, but after a peck on the cheek, I realized that he misinterpreted my invitation as a date. At the end of the night, he suggested a weekend getaway, and I just calmly said, hey, I don't think we're quite ready for that. You don't have to say anything else. You don't have to explain yourself. You don't have to get into any of the details of it. You just need to firmly and calmly say, that's not for me. You could even say it that way. Number 3, pay attention. Be a good listener. Are they on the same track for friendship, or are they looking for something more? A great way to keep your boundaries intact is to be aware of what's going on between you and that woman. Make sure that you're paying attention to body language and words and emotions. How do you feel around that person? If you feel like you're being stalked or hunted like a wild animal, that's a little boundary alert. Get ready to speak or say something in case you need to. And bow out gracefully. Watch them carefully. That sounds like they might be a force for evil. What I mean by that is since we only speak 7% of our communication, the other 93% is all in body language and emotions. Are they tapping their foot all the time? Are they wiggling their ear all the time? Maybe they just wiggle their ear as a nervous habit. And you're wondering why they do it. And you're thinking, I don't know if I could tolerate that very long. But she seems like a nice person to be a friend with. So pay attention to those things. And then think about the clues that you've gotten that maybe this is not the right friendship for you, or the go light to say yes. Be a good listener. Pay attention, ask follow-up questions, and be truly, genuinely interested in what they have to say. Give the gift of your attention to another human being, and then move on if it's not for you. Number 4, respect their opinions and experiences. By respecting somebody's opinions and experiences, you're able to sit back and listen to their conversation just through your boundary filter. Period. So let them speak. Don't challenge them. Just listen and figure out if they're in line with what you're looking for or if they're not. I've kind of made it a game. I listen to people sometimes and I hear them recounting the same experience I had over the weekend. They're seeing it in a totally different light. Consider it as entertainment. Do respect their opinions and their experiences. Number 5, avoid hanging out one-on-one. This is a really easy way to get onto a slippery slope when it comes to being friends. Make sure that you're selecting activities and locations that are not romantically oriented, that are not one-on-one situations where just being in the environment can open up somebody's mind to think, well, maybe he is interested in me romantically. It's important to keep that boundary intact the easiest way you can do it. And this is one of the easiest ways you can do it. Make sure you keep the conversation lighthearted. Don't ask too personal a question. Ask about family, friends, but don't ask about how you get along with them until later in the friendship. This tip is straightforward. No one-on-one situations. Just don't do it. There's plenty of places you can find friends that have group activities going on or in a social setting. Number 6, be approachable. Come into a room like you're meeting your best friends. Smile. Make eye contact. Be approachable means coming into a room with an open mind. The first thing some of us do is cower at the fact that maybe somebody might ask me out. Or what if they become a Klingon? You have to just get past that. Know that that's going to come your way, but you have the boundaries in place. You've set your intention. By being positive and approachable, you're giving an indication that you're open for relationships. So if in the process of being approachable, you become a little too appealing to someone, you can shut it down immediately, kindly and politely. So look at it in a very benign and friendly way. Get ready for some bumps in the road. Get ready for some uncomfortable conversations or maybe some uncomfortable feelings. But you're going to have to put yourself out there if you want some friends. And you know how important those girlfriends are to you. So in a nutshell, those are 6 ways to communicate your boundaries and clarify that you just want to be friends. I hope this helped, and if it did, please pass it on, like and subscribe. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time.